for a few minutes. I know the lights were out over at Doc's porch side and the traffic lights in that area. Our crew out there, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that is in the middle of that big green tarp with the yellow straps coming down. I'm not sure what that is, but you see the oversized load truck. Are those power lines down on again, folks, a lot of information that we're trying to work to get in real time here for you. And as soon as we know information, we're passing it along to you. So I'm trying to see, those look like power lines on the ground. Let me see here. All right. Let's see. This looks like, it looks like power lines on the ground there. Okay, yeah, we're told by our crew out there that there's an entire pole down. They're working on getting that shot for us, but you see the black lines across the road there. Those are indeed power lines. Working to see if we can find out how many buildings are affected by this, what area, how far this ranges, if they have that on there. Yep, there you go. Sure enough, that is a pole on the ground. So so it sounds like that pole got hit. So that pole, we're hearing, got hit by what looks like that oversized load, and knocked it over, knocked those power lines over, knocked out power to about 1,400 people, it sounds like, in that area. I'm looking here at the Georgia Power map. Let me pull up a split screen for you. All right, darn it. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. Taking a look here at the Georgia Power map. This is where the outages are. So you can see this is that area we were talking about, pretty much from Metro Diner all the way down to I-20. And this whole area has been knocked out of power. 1,400 people affected by that right now. So working to figure out more details on all of this stuff, really, because it is all very limited right now. But we'll bring everything back up full here. We've got, again, on the left side, the fire that we've been telling you about over at Fury's Ferry Road. And then on the right side, a power pole was hit, knocking out power to about 1,500 people in that area. All right, folks, if you are just tuning in here, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. On the left side of your screen, we are following a fire that is over at a house on Fury's Ferry Road and Riverwatch Parkway. And then on the right side of your screen, we've got Washington Road between like Metro Diner and I-20, where it looks like an oversized load there hit a power pole or some wires, knocked all that down, and knocked out power to about 1,500 people in that area. So there's a lot going on right now. Traffic is going to be backed up all over the place. So if you are heading out that way, either of those areas, just know that it's going to take a little while. It looks like traffic is moving on Washington Road the other direction, so coming back towards downtown, and then on Fury's Ferry, that's all blocked off. They had both sides of that blocked off. So if you're heading out that way, find another route right now, pretty much from Riverwatch to Baston. So not a huge stretch of road that you're going to have to worry about, but nonetheless, not going to be able to go that way. Give me 1 second here. Let me get these circulating through. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and just take the power lines full here because it looks like the fire seems to be clearing up a little bit. That scene seems to be clearing up a little bit. The firefighters have all taken their full gear off. They've just got some gear left on. We don't see any hoses really out anymore. They're kind of packing things up, so we'll let that go. But we're focusing now on these power lines that are down on Washington Road. So if you're heading out towards on Washington Road towards I-20, coming from downtown, that's where the biggest problems lie. So let me pull up this map again, show you again where we're at here. Okay, so looking at this map, this is what I'm talking about. Pretty much out here from, it's backed up now to like the Olive Garden, Arby's area, all the way to I-20. That's where we're seeing issues. It's both directions are being affected right now. Going towards I-20 looks like it's completely blocked off. Coming the other way, it looks like traffic's moving, but it looks like they're turning them. So they might be turning them here onto Sherwood and moving them that way. They might be turning them onto Berkman's. I really can't tell exactly where that turn is, but it looks like you may have a little bit more luck going that way. And again, detail is very limited on both of these. We are working to get them in real time for you, and as soon as we know what's going on, we will pass that along to you. All right, folks, if you are still watching here, we see one of the emergency cars pulling away from this scene on Washington Road. Again, we know power lines were knocked over by that big oversized load. I'm not sure what's on the back of that truck, but it's an oversized load. Appears to have either hit wires and pulled a power pole out of the ground, or maybe hit the pole itself. We're not exactly sure. It's knocked out power to at least about, according to Georgia Power, about 2,000 people in the area. Let me pull up their map on the split screen again. Here's a look at Georgia Power's map. You see this box right here, 1,453 people affected. This box right here, just over 1,200. There's a little bit of overlap, so we'll round down a little bit. We'll call it 2,000. We know a couple traffic lights are out as well, but you can see in the background of this shot on the right side there next to the truck, you see traffic moving on I-20. That's Boy Scout Road right there. That light is working, so it's not all the way down, but it is a little chunk there of Washington Road. Oh, looks like, okay, looks like we may have been losing signal there. Not exactly sure. They may have taken it down. Either way, you get the idea of what's going on there. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up right now. Again, though, just to recap, there was a fire on Furious Ferry Road at Riverwatch Parkway. Things were closed down from Riverwatch to Baston Road. Crews were out there for probably about an hour or so now. We got out there around 10 o'clock and we just left the scene recently. And then we've got the power lines down on Washington Road affecting just about from the Metro Diner area all the way down just before I-20, before Boy Scout Road. So a couple of things going on there that are going to impact your drive, impact your traffic. So if you're going somewhere and got to head that way, either leave yourself plenty of extra time or try to find another route as they get that sorted out. So we'll go ahead and wrap this up. We've got an interview coming up in about 15 minutes with John Atkins, the Thompson Bulldog, Georgia Bulldog, Atlanta Falcon, excuse me, and now he's a USFL All-Pro. So we've got that at 11 o'clock, and we'll continue to keep an eye